The respiratory system. Some major functions of the respiratory system include distribution of oxygen and gas exchange in the body. The system filters, warms, and humidifies air. It regulates the pH, and it is also responsible for smell and sound. Organs of the respiratory system are the nasal cavities, sinuses, pharynx, uvula, the glottis, the larynx, the trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, alveolar duct, and alveoli. The primary function of the respiratory system is to supply the blood with oxygen in order for the blood to deliver oxygen to all parts of the body. The respiratory system does this through breathing. When we breathe, we inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. This exchange of gases is the respiratory system means of getting oxygen to the blood. To ensure that the body receives enough oxygen and expels of waste as carbon dioxide. The breathing process begins when a person inhales air through the nose or mouth. The air is ingested into the body and travels to the lungs, filling them up and causing them to expand. When the lungs expand, the diaphragm contracts and goes down, building pressure in the chest. This is what causes the rise and fall of the chest while a person is inhaling and exhaling air. The oxygen passes through the lungs, then enters the arteries in the body's circulatory system. Red blood cells carry the oxygen through the body. As the oxygen travels through the body, it becomes a form of heat and energy on which the body's tissues feed. This enables the body to perform various functions, such as sending oxygen to the brain and pumping blood to the heart. The energy and heat burn into fuel, turning it into carbon dioxide that is carried back through the lungs through the veins. When the carbon dioxide reaches the lungs, the organs are already full of air. The lungs then eject the carbon dioxide, causing the exhalation process. As the lungs deflate, the carbon dioxide passes through the body, through the nose and mouth. This entire process, inhaling and exhaling, is repeated, all occurring within a matter of seconds. In this brief span, the entire body is given the oxygen, fuel, and energy it needs in order to function. A type of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease is asthma. According to the Healthcare South, asthma is a chronic condition in your lungs that has two main components. When you have asthma, two things happen inside your lungs. Constriction, the tightening of muscles surrounding the airways, and inflammation, the swelling and irritation of the airways. Constriction and inflammation cause narrowing of the airways, which may result in symptoms such as wheezing, coughing, chest tightness, and shortness of breath. Furthermore, there is an increasing evidence that if left untreated, asthma can cause long-term loss of lung function. When you have asthma and are exposed to a trigger, the airways leading to the lungs become more inflamed or swollen than usual, making it harder for you to breathe. The airways also get smaller due to a tightening of the muscles surrounding the airways, and they get stuffed up due to buildup of mucus. According to our anatomy book, about 1 in 10 people in North America suffer from asthma. Children more than adults. Over the past 20 years, the number of cases of asthma has risen dramatically, an increase which may now be plateauing. While asthma remains a major health problem, better treatment options have begun to reduce the number of deaths due to asthma. Instead of merely treating the symptoms of asthma with fast-acting bronchodilators, we now treat the underlying inflammation using inhaled corticoid steroids. Fun facts about the respiratory system. 300 million alveoli may be found in a pair of human lungs. Approximately 1,500 miles of airways are present in human beings. In human beings, the right lung is larger than the left lung for accommodating the heart. Yawning happens when the brain detects low oxygen levels in the lung, and it triggers back the response to the body that it can intake large amounts of oxygen. An average person breathes the equivalent of 13 pints of air every minute. Hiccups are caused by various things and occur due to a sudden movement in the diaphragm. The Guinness World of Records lists that Charles Osborne of Anthon, Iowa, as a record holder for hiccuping. He hiccuped for 68 years.